Good morning from day 102.
You're starting that without me again.
We're almost packed up and ready to leave.
Are you saying I'm slow?
No, but we just had trail magic. The 8th graders, today's their last day, and they're hiking out right now to their transportation to head home and
To the Bronx.
And they had extra water, and they came over and shared water with us so that because we were expecting water here at the shelter, and when we got here the creek is dry, and so what a blessing to have water as we're heading out today. And we've got 2 places where there's water where we can get it on the way for tonight. But starting out a good day. From
Had a chance to watch the sunrise.
From the shelter, you could see the sunrise this morning. It was really nice. But we will update you as the day happens, and
Happy trails.
happy trails. Good evening.
You want to try that again?
We couldn't do that again if we
Not
tried.
if we tried, no.
End of day 102.
Wow. We did a bunch of stuff today.
We did.
Woke up at the Riga shelter.
Watched the sunrise with
Sunrise
a group
was
of 8th graders.
and those kids, they were really well behaved.
They were.
And respectful, and it was really sort of cool to watch.
Yeah. And from there we went and saw, we were at the ledges that were just above where we were at. And then we climbed Lion's Head. And we had some good views there.
Yeah, and to be honest with you, it was a substantial climb. It wasn't a New Hampshire.
It wasn't that. No, it wasn't.
It was.
It was up.
It was pretty
And
vertical.
it wasn't very far from our camp.
Right.
It was less than a mile, like 9/10 of a mile.
Right. So we were still fresh as we were climbing.
Yeah.
Over rocks
And then we went
stuff.
down and went across some pretty easy hiking
Yeah.
through some real pretty areas. It didn't have anything that stood out and made you go, wow.
Well,
but it was very peaceful, very
Very
tranquil,
peaceful, very peaceful.
very beautiful.
Another thing too that I noticed, that sort of changing subject, but we were thinking that it was going to be really dry, and Josh with the 8th graders, they had a bunch of water that they had already brought from another place, so we got some water there. And
Trail Angel.
Then we ended up topping everything off. Where was that? Let's see, at a stream that was about 2 miles from the campsite.
Yeah,
or
it wasn't
from
very
the
far.
shelter that we started.
And then after we topped off, we went into Salisbury.
Yeah, and
What a beautiful little
in
town.
fact, that was sort of impromptu too, because we're concerned. There's weather that's coming in on Sunday.
And we think
And
we
could
may
be
have to
Sunday,
hunker down
Monday, and Tuesday, and we only had enough food for
through
to
Sunday.
get us through Sunday. So going into Salisbury.
And Salisbury's, the walk was on the trail. And we went off about 3/4 of a mile to get to the grocery store.
Oh, and we got water there at the
At the
most
graveyard.
unlikely place.
At the
The
graveyard.
directions on far out say, go to the cemetery and look for the tallest monument. Next to the tallest monument is a public water spigot. Feel free, hikers, to fill your bottles. Where does that happen?
No, don't know. But anyway, once we got into town past the graveyard, they're having their fall festival.
Right.
And so people were setting stuff out and getting ready for the festivities tonight
We looked
that
down
we're
and-
missing.
We looked down and
Leanne Rhymes is their headliner for Saturday night.
Yeah. Wow.
So big deal up here.
But
Then we climbed out and we've had some ups.
yeah, the second up was
We were going through some areas and we could hear some chainsaws going, and then we saw some trail workers there that had just
evidently there'd
done
been
a big log.
There's a tree that had fallen, and they were cutting a section through it so that you didn't have to
So the hikers can get through.
jump over it. So
But then we went up and we got to Billy's View, and there
it was on
a-
the top of what mountain?
I have no idea. That it's just labeled Billy's View.
Okay.
But there was a big thing that happened close to Billy's View. Do you remember what it is?
Oh yeah.
We hit 700 miles.
700 miles.
It's hard to believe.
These two old conjurers have what,
We're still
700
walking.
miles.
We're still walking.
Mhm.
And then we went by the giant thumb. It is this huge rock.
You'll have to look at the picture in
How tall would you say that is? 8
Yeah,
feet, 10 feet tall?
I'm 5'9". Dodge says I'm now 5'8". But anyway, and I took my trekking pole above
And
my
you didn't
head,
come anywhere
and
close
I
to reaching it.
wasn't anywhere close.
But then we had one more place where we had a view, and we came down this crazy steep.
Well, let's set it. There were two ladies that came by as we were leaving.
Is there water? Where's the water at? We
Where's
need
the
water.
And we're explaining to them, all right? And then, about a mile later, two other ladies came, and you see the two ladies that came before, and we said that we did. And everybody's, again, worried about water. And there's water here at the shelter, and it's documented, but nobody was coming down here. And as it was put to us the girls that passed us, they said the approach down to the shelter is a little sketchy. And
They have no idea what's ahead of them.
yeah, but yeah, this was not on a sketchy scale. This was like maybe a 3 out of 5.
Yeah.
Coming down here,
The worst part of it are the acorns, because you're on ledges that are narrow, and there's acorns everywhere. And I've already had a bad experience with acorns.
I fell on my butt today.
With acorns.
Oh, did you not know that?
Yeah, I've forgotten. But down here at the campsite, we're in the shelter. It's an older shelter built back in the 80s.
Well, it was actually built in 1986, I think.
That's in the 80s, babe.
Okay.
They've got below us, they've got platforms for tenting. There is a burn ban in Connecticut. It doesn't matter what campsite you are. It doesn't matter if there's fire rings anywhere.
Can't build no fires.
You can't build any fires. And it's going to be chilly tonight.
Yep.
It's already a little bit chilly tonight.
Yeah. So,
but not as cold as it was last night.
Sort of like last night. We've got, at least I did. The only clothes that I have packed for the AT are on my body with the exception of my rain gear.
And I've got my rain gear on. I've got my rain pants on. But it's going to be a good...
I can't decide the pants. I mean, anyway, we'll talk about that a little later.
But it's been a really good day. And the weather was great. We're trying to figure out things for the next couple of days because, that hurricane is hitting and bringing bad weather up the coast.
If push comes to shove, if it's really going to get that bad, we might need to just sort of figure out how we can hike ourselves into a
shelter into a town. The problem with the towns that are close to the trail in Connecticut.
Oh, well, this is their fall foliage time.
And everything is goosed up.
Oh, gosh.
Salisbury, where we just came out of,
the cheapest.
They don't have any hotels to begin with. They've got bed and breakfast.
Well, we don't know that for sure. But...
No, I looked up on AAA. I looked up on Google Maps, and I've done some research.
Okay.
But the cheapest thing that is up here right now is $563 a night. And I'm sorry.
We can't. On hikers' pay?
That's just outrageous. But, so yeah, we're trying to figure out if tomorrow we're hiking.
Tomorrow we're hiking, and we do plan to get to a shelter.
Yeah.
And spend the night there.
And if the weather gets bad Sunday and Monday, we may just
either hunker down in the shelter or follow the weather report, and when it's not storming, try to get a mile or two, and we'll just have to figure it out. And
we've got some options that we're looking at, and
our original plan was to get to Kent for a
Monday.
0. But it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
Yeah, we have to hike all day Sunday and all day Monday to get to Kent on Monday. But
anyway, we'll figure it out.
And we'll update you.
Yep.
Happy trails.